Hey everybody, I'm going to try to make bread today in my new mixer. So, yeah, I'm nervously excited. This is the first time I've ever made bread. I'm looking at all these ingredients and the instructions, and it don't seem too hard, but it does seem slightly complicated. So, let's get this thing. Make bread with me. So I just got done watching a video and I scratched all this stuff down. So the first thing he said to do was warm your bowl up. So I did that. I ran some warm water on it because the house is kind of chilly. And it calls for 1 1/4 cup of warm water. And then he said, I'm going to keep reading on my paper. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of yeast, which I've already pre-measured out here. And that's 2 packs of the yeast. All right, what's next? He said add some sugar to this. How much sugar? 1 teaspoon. Okay. 1 teaspoon of sugar to the yeast to make it activate it. All right, 1 teaspoon sugar to activate the yeast. And then he suggested giving that a little stir with a fork. And then we're going to let this rest for 15 minutes until it starts to like foam up or something. That way we know that our yeast is good and alive. I got some on the sides. I'm going to have to get that down. Y'all, look at this. Look at all that foam. It's doing something. Okay, this is time to add the rest of the stuff. It's been 15 minutes. We're all frothy and foamy looking. That looks like the top of a cappuccino at Starbucks. I'm proud of myself. Okay, so what I've done now is I've gotten our ingredients measured out so this goes by a little quicker, but I am still going to read off of my card. I don't like how this smells, y'all. Yeast don't smell good. Okay. So it says add an egg. So we're going to do that. 1 egg. Plop. Add 1 tablespoon of oil. He said oil or butter. I'm going to use shortening, and I've melted it already. I don't know what this is going to do, if it's going to change it, but alright, shortening. I should scrape some of that out. I'll do that when I get off the camera. Okay. And then we're going to add 2 teaspoons of salt, which I got right here. That's a lot of salt. Okay. And 1/2 teaspoon of sugar. Okay. Interesting. And now we're going to, where'd my fork go that we were using? This one's got shortening on it, but... Alright, we're going to kind of bust that egg up a little bit in there. Sorry for the camera thing, guys. Okay, we're not really fully stirring it. We just busted that up. Alright, now we're going to add, let's see, 3½ cups of flour to the mix. And then, here comes the fun part. We get to move on over. We got our dough hook right here. We're using a mixing machine for this recipe. If y'all did not know, I got one for Christmas, and I don't know how to operate it. I haven't even turned this thing on. So we all learning. All right, let's see. The bowl locks, it says. See that little lock thing over there. And this thing here lines up, and it goes up in there. What else does it do? Hold on. Okay, I had to push up to lock it. All right, now we're going to... How do we bring it down? Bring it down. Look at there. And we're gonna plug it up. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna plug it up. Hold on. Okay, I plugged it up. We're blinking. It's doing something over there. We need electricity. Alright, and looky there. Okay, I'm gonna start it on this slow thing here just to kind of get it going. Oh no, I'm impatient. Alright, come on, number 2. Alright, so what we're doing now is we're going to get this blended up. I'm gonna back away so y'all can hear me a little bit better, hopefully. And once it starts unsticking to the side, I'm gonna crank it up to 4, and we're gonna run it for about 5 minutes. What we're looking for is this to form a ball. I'll let y'all watch. And as it forms its ball, it's gonna start pulling all the flour off of the side of the bowl until we have a dough ball. It's kind of satisfying to watch, isn't it? I'm making bread, y'all. This is a Vizio mixer, by the way. Jeremy ordered this off of Amazon for me. If I think about it, I'll put a link down in the description, or I don't know if I'm putting this on YouTube or Facebook. I don't know what I'm doing. We're just making bread. I'll put a link somewhere where you can find this. It's a little bit cheaper than the KitchenAid, and it came with all the parts I wanted. We have the dough hook that y'all see, and then there's this whisker thing here, and this thing here, which I'm not sure what any of that's for, but we'll figure it out when we need it, won't we? Okay, I like what's happening here. This is looking awesome. I'm going to crank this up. Oh, wow, mine goes up to 10. KitchenAid only goes to 4. I'll go back to 4. I wonder how fast 10 looks. Holy, whoa. Okay, my whole table went crazy. I got a little table over here. It's my coffee table. We're going to leave it at 4. Looking a little like it's sticking to the bottom, but I'm thinking that's going to fix itself. We'll come back. Okay, I might mess up this recipe, but I'm getting nervous because of how it's just kind of sticking to the bottom right there. So I'm going to grab a little bit more flour, not much. And I'm just going to throw it in there and see what happens. Okay, so you see how it's still kind of just sticking at the bottom? I'm going to give it a pause for a moment. Go ahead and lift it up. Come on up. Okay, lift it up. I just want to scrape some of this off of the bottom. Oh, okay. It's tough feeling. I'm just going to do that. All right. Get off of my spatula. Okay. I'm going to put it back down. Crank it back up and see what happens. It's got a moist feel to it. I still think I might need more flour. This is trial and error, guys. It's okay. Dropping flour all over my kitchen. I am not showing you the floor. I'm supposed to be... Alright. Alright. That looks more like a playable dough that I can do stuff with. This is fun. Alright, y'all, this is what we have. It's a ball, like we want it. So at this point, we're going to turn that loud thing off. It wasn't that loud, actually. We're going to lift this up. I'm just letting it rise up out the dough on its own. I ain't forcing it this time. It's coming ever so slowly. Okay. I'm going to get this off of here. Alright. So you're going to take your ball. Oh, that feels nice and firm. And oh, that's so cool. All right, how do I get it up out of there? All right. Come on, ball. All right. I need another. Jeremy. Hold on, guys. I need a hand. Okay, I got my hand up out of here. So what we're doing now is I took this bowl and I oiled it with some vegetable oil, just so it don't stick. And now we're going to cover it. My hands need washing with a rag, and we're going to place it in a dry place. Y'all, I just pulled our bread out of the... Okay, so Jeremy cut me off making my video earlier. What I did was I covered it and I put it in the microwave and shut the door, because that's the warmest, darkest place I could think of. And I wanted to show y'all what else I was doing over here. I turned my oven down to the lowest setting possible, and I just gave it a little bit of heat. And I put my oven is filthy, ew. Okay, I put an old drip pan down in there with some water in it. I'm trying to kind of recreate a proofing oven. I worked at Subway for like 15 years, so I guess saying baking bread my first time is a lie, but it's the first time I've ever done it like this, because those sticks come to us frozen. So I'm trying to recreate the proofing oven over here, and let's take a look at our dough. Spoiler, I remembered that I was supposed to put some oil on top of the dough as well, so it didn't crack. So I did that, and I noticed there's a hair in my dough. But I left it there till it was done so I could pull it out and not deflate it. So our dough has got about 2 sizes bigger than it was. Let me get this hair up out of there. That's mine. Thank you. Alright, now what we're going to do, get off my finger hair, is we're going to move it to this flour surface, and we're going to roll it out and shape our dough. So I've seen people do this in quite a few ways. Some people punch it to kind of give it the deflate it. Let's go for it. That was fun. Alright, so we got our deflated dough ball. Alright. So guys, I need both hands for this, but I'll show y'all what I've done when I get done. So I got the oven turned off. I'm letting a little bit of that heat out. It's about the temperature I like. I did read online that you could just place a pan with some boiling water in it, and it gives you the proofer oven effect. But I read that after I did this. So, alright, I got that where I want it. Let me get this where I want it. Okay, as y'all can see, I did not roll it out like completely flat. What we were doing was just kind of getting it to the size we're going to want it. And now at this point, you're going to, which I probably need both hands for this too, just take it from this edge and start rolling it in until you form a loaf. This is going to be like a French bread style loaf according to the video I watched, allegedly. So... oh, I guess that don't matter. We'll make that be the bottom. Alright guys, so now that you got your loaf formed, mine is so long. Okay. I have an idea. Okay. We're winging things. Dang it, with the hair. I need to put on a hairnet when I'm in the kitchen. Okay, I'm going to cut off a portion of this loaf because I have like a, whatchamacallit. Let me grab it. I can't think of the name right now. Meatloaf style pan. And I'm going to put that one in there. And this one I'm going to cook on a regular sheet pan. Alright, now, the video I watched, the guy proofed it and then scored it. But from working at Subway for so many years, I know to score mine before proofing. So, let me get a knife and we'll get this scored up. Alright, I got my knife. So what you're going to do is you're just going to lightly slice it. I really don't know what scoring does to bread. But this is how we did it at Subway. This one I'm going to do something different because why not? Alright, I got my bread scored. Now I'm going to put this in this pan here. This is going to be one funny looking loaf of bread. And then let me get my other pan right here. My pan's not dirty, y'all. It's just stained. Okay, let me put the camera down. I need both hands to lift. Okay, so I got that done. Now what I'm going to do is, I don't know if this is necessary since I'm adding this step in the oven, We're just going to cover that back up. I'll get another rag for that one. And I'm going to put it in here in my only slightly warm oven to proof for, I'm not sure how long. Let me look at the video and I'll get back with y'all. Hey guys, our timer just went off, so now we're going to set our oven to 450 degrees and we're going to pull this bread out of there. Let's see. I want that preheating. Get this pan of water out. Ooh, okay. A little water on the floor ain't hurt nothing. Alright, and let's see what we have here. Oh, that one looks big. Big and poofy. Alright, shut that. We need it to preheat. Alright, I want to kind of leave this covered while it preheats, but let's take a peek. Look at that. There's a little fuzz on it from my rag. That's okay. Beautiful, guys. Okay, I'm going to leave that covered, and we'll come back when this oven's preheated. We're going to put it in there for 30 minutes, and we'll have bread. Okay, woohoo. The oven's preheated, and I'm ready to bake my bread. I wonder if I can get the hair. That's a fuzzy. Okay. Hair-free, fuzzy-free. Off of my bread. Okay, next time we'll have to... Oh no, don't touch it too hard. You're going to I deflated it. See, it's sunk. You don't want to touch your bread too hard. Okay, in the oven it goes. Middle rack sound. Nope, let's go on the top in case it rises more. I don't know what it's going to do. Alright. Bam, 30 minutes. Whoops, what? What did I do there? Wrong way. Okay. Okay, 30 minutes. Right, we have 5 minutes left, but I just peeked in here and looked at our bread, and I think it might be done. So, alright. Okay, so, oh, the score marks didn't show up. Oops, sorry guys. The score marks didn't show up very well. I guess I should have done it a little bit deeper, but they said you gotta tap it like that, and it should sound hollow. So, our bread's done. We're going to let it cool for a little bit. I'm going to put it on a cooling rack, and then we'll cut into it.